In our previous video, we discussed about these different laws for writing significant figures. However, in this video, we will be going deep into it and we will be learning to write significant figures for logarithmic functions. So for logarithmic function, it is a bit different than what we have discussed yesterday or in our previous lesson. So for this, we do have, for writing significant figure for logarithm, we first should have the significant number of this particular term. From our previous lesson, we are clear that it has a significant number of 4 digit 3.234. So it has a significant number of 4 digit and we have evaluated the value of 3.234 as this. Now what would be the significant figure? If we talk generally, then it should be 3 digit, means it should be this, right? 6.509. So this should be the value for significant number for logarithm. But when it comes to logarithm, it is not the case. It is actually, we should see the significant numbers after decimal point. Therefore, it should be 6.5097. So we should consider the value after decimal point, since it has 4 significant number. This is correct. Now taking another example while calculating anti-log. So when we are calculating anti-log, we should see the value. So for example, what is a significant figure? It is significant is equivalent to 4 digit number, right? So whenever we are doing anti-log of this term, we should anti-log this, means we should consider the numbers only after decimal point. So here this is a 2-digit significant number. So this is 2-digit significant number because 3 is not included in numbers for when we are calculating anti-log, because it was same in when we were calculating log as well. So it is 2-digit significant number, therefore it would just be 1.0. So let me repeat, whenever we are finding out the significant number of log, we must first calculate the value, and then while checking, we should only the numbers after decimal point should be considered. So here it is 5.5097. So this term is not considered here, this term is not considered here, and only these terms are considered. So since there are 4, and like when we are calculating anti-log, then also we should consider the number after decimal point. Since there are 2 numbers after decimal point, the significant number should be 2, and writing it in 2 significant number, we get this. Now for understanding this concept, we do have this problem, and this problem, I hope you are aware of calculating pH, right? So but in this problem we will be using correct significant figures. So first of all, we are calculating pH when when the concentration is 1.00 times 10 raised to the power 2. Let's say this is molarity and we need to find the concentration in molarity. Okay, so here pH would be minus a log of H plus 1.0010 raised to the power 2. So here we should consider this is the same problem, since there are 3 significant figures here, so the upcoming value would also be 3. So the value here is this is 2, therefore point here it should be 3 significant digits, so it is 0, 0 and 0. So I hope you have understood this. Now since we should consider 3 digits after decimal point because it has 3 significant figures. Now when we calculate concentration of H, we should use, now when calculating the concentration, we should do the anti-log for this. So for doing anti-log, we know that pH is equals to negative log of something, and when we do anti-log, it is 10 raised to the power, so we should do anti-log of 6, right? So antilog of -6, or therefore it would be 6.00. When calculating antilog, we should also consider the point after decimal places. So there are only 2 digits after decimal places, so it should be 2 significant number. While calculating this, we get 10 raised to the power -6.0. 10 raised to the power of -6.0, 6.00. So this is 1000000, 6 zeros after that. Negative, sorry, there should be a negative value. So the value is 1 times 10 raised to the power -6. But since it has two significant figures, so it should be 1.0 times 10 raised to the power 6. I hope you have understood this. Now let us go through the explanation. So here we are calculating pH. So while calculating pH, so since there are these values to be considered, so since these are 3 significant figures, we should have 3 digit significant after decimal point. And when we are calculating antilog, we must have 2 significant digits, therefore the answer is 1.0. I hope this makes sense to you and you have understood its concept. I will see you in another video with another exciting episode for logarithm. Till then, have a good time. Thank you so much.